Can you go unarmed with him as well?
The
What the
fuck is
fuck?
this?
We just watched The Scorpion King for the 48th time, which means we only have 4 remaining watches. Good day, Oscar. Good evening, I
Hello,
mean.
hello. Uh, I love watching The Scorpion King 48 times. That's my
Would you
favorite
say it's
thing.
your jam?
It's my definitely my jam. It's like have you seen Cat Jam? That's me watching Scorpion King 48 times.
Yes.
That's not true. That's not how it is.
That's not fair. That's not fair.
That's illegal.
I would classify this watch as it's been a long time since we watched the film at evening. It's been a somewhat long time since we watched it, just watched it, and then also watched it at an evening. And I feel like watching it, having this be the last thing you do in a day is a pretty shit thing,
Yeah.
generally speaking. So it's not great. It wasn't a great watch. I think it started out horribly.
Yes. There was it started really bad. Uh, because I think and I didn't help things by like when we started the call, like right before we started watching, like the very first thing I said as we started the call was like, "Oh man, I had such a stressful day today. I feel like I've been going at like 800 miles an hour the entire day, and now I can finally relax and watch Scorpion King." And that felt horrible to say. Uh, so I did
It's not great energy to begin with.
no,
I'll
but
say I'm also somewhat beat, but I didn't let that shine through.
no,
I got no, I
but
definitely didn't.
I am a worldly man who wears my heart on my sleeve.
Yes.
And I know you want to say something about how I pronounce the worldly, but you shall not say anything. You shall be quiet, like Takmet,
Mm.
because I will now say that the beginning of the watch was for a spell alleviated in its dreariness because we discovered a completely new thing
Mm.
that we had not and this new thing had several layers to it. It was the fact that in the scene where we first see the sorceress and she's wearing her weird like sorcerer cape thing.
Yes,
uh,
the plot device that's there so you can believe that she is a man for about half a second.
yeah. And that cape, in everybody's mind, that cape disappears immediately and is never seen again. It's just for that. And then we mentioned like we started to think like, does she actually keep wearing this cape for the rest of the scene in this tent? Like when Memnon is, I was gonna say interrogating, but whatever, Matthias and they kill Jessup and all that. And we're like, I don't know, she takes it off, right? And then we watched it, and watching it with the express, focusing our attention entirely on the cape, revealed that she is in fact wearing the cape for the rest of that scene, and we had
Yes.
never registered that this
No.
happens. And it felt like we watched. It basically felt like watching an alternate version of the scene for the first time.
Yeah. I'll
And
say though that I think it's one of those things where you just can't take it in unless you're actively looking for it for some reason. Because I don't think I have very strong I don't have because we talked about this that it sort of felt really weird, but at the same time, it's weird like the reflector is weird.
yeah,
I think in that I don't really have any strong images in my mind, like actually from that scene. Or no, I have images, but I don't. I've never thought about that. It has never been active in my mind.
no, and
Um,
yeah, and that's like.
And sometimes I think about this just from the point of view of the experiment, that several times during this experiment, um, we have had synchronous brain activity regarding the movie that activates at the same time, and we have the same thought, and it isn't even a funny thought or like a this is our humor kind of thing, because that's
Mm.
what it is. Because we both thought about the sort of what a weird Mandela effect it would be if she was still wearing the cloak at the same time.
Yeah.
So I wonder if it's some sort of like cosmic math thing going on that just unlocks this in your brain at this point.
Well, yeah, I think that at some point, like, I would not. It doesn't surprise me at all that would if there would be like a scientific explanation that when we do the same thing together every week for 48 weeks, our brains will, think the same things and emerge the same thought at the same moment after X amount of exposure to the same stimuli or whatever. Uh, so if you think about it, it's not that weird at all. It's
Okay, sure. I think there's more. Well, whatever. Let's not get into
there
that.
is nothing more to it. That
Uh,
that is it.
so we've been, I'll say, thinking a bit more about, because what I thought would happen has happened, and what you wanted to avoid, I guess, has technically
Avoid what is that?
what you wanted to avoid has led us down to this path, which is what I'll get into what
Oh
that
no.
is.
Oh, I get it.
Um, we had sort of for the last 10, 12 watches, we had a sort of loose schedule for things to do, which included stuff like the IKEA watch, which we've just done, amongst other things. The Japanese viewing was also in that. And we had like 4 or so watches splattered in, which were like, these are just regular old watches, and we'll have these as backups. And you feared that if we didn't push on full speed and do the things like the IKEA watch and the Japanese and the certain guests and that we would just do these, let's call them throwaway watches, and we just end up not doing the things we had planned. I believe that's sort of. I do jump in if I'm mischaracterizing.
No, that's
Yeah.
seems okay, but I'm not sure if. Yeah, I felt like maybe both of us were thinking that, but I will
No,
I will
I
not
was definitely not thinking that,
press
because
that
I was.
issue.
I'm pretty sure. I think we have it on tape, where my viewpoint was, well, if we just do all these things, then we'll just have 4 normal watches in the end, and that'll suck, or something like that. But obviously, going down the path of avoiding uh, not being able to do stuff is better, because now we end up in a situation where we at least can plan out these last 2 or 3 watches that are unfilled, that are vacant houses, which leads me into today. We have already, I'll say, a couple of episodes ago, uh, played the PS2 official licensed.
That's more than a couple of episodes ago.
Yeah,
That
let's say 30 maybe.
yeah.
Uh, the official PS2 and GameCube Scorpion King game called Rise of the Acadian, if I remember correctly.
Rise to the occasion.
Yes, Rise to the Occasion. We played that, but I recently found out that there is a GBA Scorpion King game called Sword of Osiris, which I believe the Sword of the Sword of Osiris was featured prominently in the PS2 game.
Yeah. So
Um,
big deal in the extended Scorpion King
yes, universe.
1 universe.
Exactly. Well, I guess this is also the part of the extended Scorpion King universe in general, because I do believe they're all canon. Or maybe they aren't actually. Because I would presume, or well, no, wait a minute. They are still Universal movies, so they're probably still in the Mummy franchise, technically.
Sure.
Either way, we have that game and we're going to play it because it
Yeah.
would be weird to not have done that.
I'm gonna play the game.
Yes. So unlike last time, you will be piloting this
Yes.
time around. You are a bit of a GBA connoisseur at this point.
That is not true. All right, let's see.
You have recently finished a GBA game, have you not?
Yes, I have played in these lands the Star Wars Revenge of the Sith Game Boy Advance game for a very official purpose. But now I shall dwell back into the world of GBA. What do you
How
think
do
about
you
this
feel
title
about
screen?
the art? Okay.
I asked first.
Okay, I'm gonna say I like the title screen. I generally like pixelization of stuff, like the sort of this sort of mosaic look, and I like the fact that they made the title of the game in the same font as the movie. Though I think it looks like Impact or something. So I'm gonna ask you about the characters. Look at look at Dwayne's face. Look at the frown.
Maybe he's pixel angry. I like how there was only new game and continue.
Yes.
No options. We started this up until this point.
Yes.
Before the podcast just to see if it worked, and I'll be pretend surprised that we are apparently playing as the sorceress.
Yeah.
Which is, you know,
very Diablo 2 sorceress line. I sense a great evil in this place.
How do you feel about anonymous Dwayne here?
Yeah.
Cassandra, please help me. Should I make like a Dwayne voice? I'm not gonna. All right.
Okay, let's see your walk cycle. She had a great walk cycle when she came in.
I just want to leave Dwayne. Okay, what's the controls? I have no idea what type of game. Well, I'm getting an idea now.
Yeah.
What
It feels a bit Castlevania.
Oh, look at
yeah,
this.
there it is. That's really good.
All right. Who is this?
Well, he is a red turban guy. Oh, he just runs?
Can I hide behind the pillar?
No.
I cannot.
I wish you just died there.
Interesting that they run away. Like it makes me feel. Oh my. Yo. What's the push?
What's the arms?
I don't know. This is like down back, down forward. This feels very Super Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like a Han Solo rolling around at 1 billion miles an hour. Sorry, 12 parsecs an hour.
Oh, that's sort of movie adjacent, isn't it? The statue.
Oh, what did I do that?
Oh, you can switch weapons?
Yeah, you can go unarmed.
Go unarmed then.
I'll go unarmed.
Feels like it had way more range.
I was trying to see if there was any block or anything, but I guess.
I was gonna say that it's weird that that you're playing as Cassandra, but she is super capable, right? So
yeah.
I
Maybe we're playing as Kelly Who.
Doubt. I guess technically we are.
Feels a bit like Aladdin right now.
So while you play this game, I figured I would read you some highlights from the SFX Games Radar article. Sure. Isn't it about time you gave Scorpion King another chance from 2011?
It's not time.
Was it just the bastard offspring of the mummy, or does it deserve some love and re-evaluation? Ponders Jane Nelson. And this is written in a fucking horrible way as well, so... I'm just gonna read it to you, and sure. you can pause me for comment whenever. Case for defense.
Who is this?
Okay, I'll.
Who are you? What
Oh,
have you
this
done with
is
my?
post
This is
movie.
like a sequel. Yeah, it must be.
That's pretty
I'm
crazy.
afraid it is you
Oh,
who
maybe we
is
get
in
to know
danger.
why he becomes a murderous asshole.
Oh, maybe this game is really important. Maybe
Yeah.
we should just play the entire game, like like not on the podcast, but like I'm not going to actually show.
We can read the Wikipedia article.
Well,
Pleasure.
I don't know about that line. That felt like I'm glad I didn't read
Wait.
that out loud. Why am I not playing as this guy? Well, look at him.
He's just a Mega Man boss.
I think I'm just gonna attrition this. Oh, okay, I can't. Actually
Yeah.
attack.
Okay, I think you got the beam coming here.
I'm gonna die.
But you have 2 extra lives then. Maybe you weren't supposed to win.
Yeah, maybe it was I
Oh,
worked
wow.
up a healthy lifer.
Oh, he
Who
has
are
his
these
own. Menthu
Menfu.
Arcadia.
Arcadia. This game is already great. Do not concern yourself with
ISIS?
ISIS? But that's not ISIS. What? This guy is much more important. You alone can interpret your markings and reveal the openings to the that I thought it said Nagash. I was about to flip the table.
What if she just kills the sorcerer here?
Is this to a girl with a capital L? Do you have the gasp? My body is a living riddle. Tangled within these markings is a map to the Scorpion Stone. Together, we will collect it for my master, and he will rule with unequal power. Never. I'm afraid she. Why are the L's capitalized? Tell you the truth, my dear. I will soon rule supreme over this world. Come, Isis, you will be broken along the way.
This walk cycle is...
No, my prayers.
Okay, so you get to play as Cassandra just so you can get abducted. Who is this?
It looks like he has a robot head or whatever. It's like a Boba Fett helmet or something.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with his hairline.
Look at this portrait. It's like a random. Cassandra, what is that?
I wonder if I could figure out what, like frame that's from. Can you go unarmed with him as well?
What the fuck is this? It's time to get litty. Is Dwayne just a million times weaker than...
Oh, you have to use the big barbarian sword. Maybe he just outreaches.
Yeah. Oh, am I just dead now? Okay.
Oh, it's a tomb.
Where's the mummy at? What the...
We're defending the Scorpion King movie, not the character. To do that, we respectfully ask the judge and jury to pretend he never appeared in The Mummy Returns. In fact, wipe The Mummy Returns from your brains. It never happened. It is a singular entity.
Look at the skeleton.
This also helps to address a huge flaw with the very concept behind the Scorpion King as a movie. The character in The Mummy Returns was evil, and yet the one we meet in the spin-off, set years before he became a monster, features him as a guy named Matthias who is a totally likable hero.
I don't know.
Your enjoyment of this film depends entirely on what you expect from it. If you're looking for great drama, you're going to have to keep on looking. Its hero, The Rock, is a wrestler turned actor. He's not going to bring the Shakespearean level of gravitas to the role, is he?
Unlike the Mummy.
His co-stars include a former Mr. Universe, Ralph Mueller, who is Thorak, a reject from Cracker's U.S. daytime soap opera, Sunset Beach, Kelly Hu, that's a bit fucked up to say about Kelly Hu, and a Brit who'd appeared on Casualty, Heartbeat, and The Bill, Stephen Brand as the baddie. This isn't a film about acting, God forbid. This is a film about having fun. A, fucked up to say that about Stephen Brand, and B, the movie has Bernard Hill and Michael Clark Duncan in it, so a bit weird to go on to say that the acting is shit, or the actors are shit.
I feel like, you gotta remember that movies cannot be fun and have good acting at the same time. That is not what movies are about.
There are some corking lines here and there. After a hard day of looting and pillaging, there is no city greater than Gomorrah, says one character, before adding, except maybe Sodom. Hilarious.
I hate the Bible.
Well, I can't read the rest of this.
You have quite a lot of moves, I feel like. You can do like this.
I think you're gonna have to stop experimenting 100% and just go for it.
I'm playing the game.
No,
don't rush
you
me.
may not. I will rush you.
Well, why? Why do I have to rush?
Because I think we'll probably be playing it for another 20 minutes at most. And I want to see more of this.
Looks like I'm too late. My fires! Cassandra, is that you? I can hear your voice, but it's so faint. I am now only a voice inside your mind. You must listen carefully to my words. An evil man named Menfu. It sounds like a Finnish guy or something.
Yeah,
Using me to locate with the capital L the Scorpion Stone. I fear that he will find it, and when he does, he will unleash a terrible power. Then I will hunt him down and defeat him. Your physical strength will not be sufficient, said a person normally. Only the legendary sword of Osiris can defeat Menfu. It is crucial that you find it. What will it
Jävlar. Oh, is this this is just Gimli at the council.
What are we waiting for? I believe you'll find an object where I just don't care what the fuck you're saying. Come on. Metal glove, which seems to be missing 6.
Yeah.
Here we go.
The Infinity Glove?
Runes of Osiris. Fuse them with the hero's gauntlet and then do a finger snap.
By my oath.
Half of your hairline will disappear. My future and the fate of the world lies with you. I
this is such a weird.
Damn the flex.
Looks like he has tits.
I can't do anything. Oh no. Weird.
Yes. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Password.
As a password to this. To the continue, I guess.
What is this music?
Yeah, and this. I'm trying to think of. Is this. This isn't any theme from the movie, right?
No, definitely not. Whoa, what the hell is this? Oh. Who is this guy? What do you feel? How do you think about the animations in the game?
I'm gonna say that I'm sort of surprised. It's kind of well animated, but I think the sprites are super weird. Like, I would probably find this way more endearing if I didn't know what they were going for.
Yeah, if you didn't know, like, who that this is supposed to be Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah,
if it was just a guy.
Yeah. His face
Easier.
is super weird though.
Yeah.
I'll say as well that I feel like this game so far, I don't know, maybe it's fine. Maybe it's probably fine. But I do think the PS2 game really had a very keen comical edge. And also this game has been pretty fun as well, but I don't know. It's just kind of weird writing.
This is the best game I've ever played. I love this game. This is better than any David Cage game.
I'll give you that. Oh, he eats the meat.
Yeah.
Maybe they should have.
How's the
What
kebab?
does? Wait, what does Matthias eat? In
He
the movie?
eats.
Does he eat anything?
I don't think he eats anything, no.
Both he and Memnon don't eat.
No.
What
This
is
music
this
is
music?
really bad. This music ain't it.
It almost sounded like the game was going to be some sort of Zelda-like.
Yeah.
Did you see that explosion?
I think when I saw like the first like frame. Oh.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
Castlevania.
dude, it's like in the cave. Like yeah, I was expecting like Castlevania, like you know, like Order of Ecclesia style, but immediately it's just this extremely like the
That's
game.
a Shad guard.
Yeah, I was
Walk
gonna say
up to
like
you
graphically, the game looks fine, I think, but it's like the graphics and all that feel like there should be more here mechanics wise, but there isn't really.
Yeah.
It feels like like an Amiga game or something. And like if I press start, it's like I have an inventory, by the way. It's empty.
I just find it so weird that this
I'm gonna die.
is a sequel, a straight up sequel to the movie. That to me is super odd.
This music is too aggro. What do these even do?
Probably when you get 100, you
I
get
died.
an extra life. Oh, that's
I
an
turned-
Anubis warrior.
Yeah, I turned to dust when I died.
Okay. How are you feeling about the flushing levels?
Flushing.
Right
I'll flush whenever. I am flush master. Okay, I'll see if I can get up to the Anubis guy again. I'll speed
now?
run.
Okay. Yeah. New quest: kill the Anubis guy.
Yes.
I suppose this game could be some sort of. It could be like the actual prequel to his story in The Mummy Returns.
I was thinking that we can do a quick like read.
Yeah. I'll do a Wikipedia
You
check.
can pull it up, Leeloo. Can I... Okay, now. Anubis draw steel. I'll fight you in the sands. I defeated Anubis.
Okay.
I'm just gonna see how far I can get without dying. Here's the scorpion.
No.
I
What
feel
happened?
like I died there.
Yeah.
Like beamed up. Damn, is this the scorpion prize? The
Maybe it's the save room.
scorpion. Music is wild in this game.
Is this just a bonus room? This kinda. Okay, good. No?
Alright, it's over.
Yep.
That's it. That's it for the Scorpion King. I have removed you.
Yes, there you are twice.
All right.
Okay. I'll read you the plot excerpt from Wikipedia. The Scorpion King's Sword of Osiris is set after the events of the Scorpion King. The wizard Menthu and the witch Isis kidnap the hero Matthias' sorceress bride Cassandra to use her powers to awaken the dunes of Natash and unleash a 1,000-year desert storm upon Egypt.
Desert
Egypt
Storm.
is Egypt a thing
Egypt?
here? It's kind
Huh?
of yeah. To destroy the evil pair, Matthias needs to uncover the world's most powerful blade, the Sword of Osiris, as well as the hero's gauntlet. After killing Menthu, Matthias faces Isis, who uses the Scorpion Stone, which transforms her into a half-scorpion monster for the final battle. An alternate scenario depicts Matthias kidnapped by the villains, and it is Cassandra who fights to free him. If the player fails to defeat Isis, which happens if the player failed to collect all 6 runes, she flees with the Scorpion Stone.
Great stuff.
Uh, Famed Swedish game journal critic man Petter Hegevall gave the game 4 out of 10.
Mm. Well, I'd give it a 3 out of 10, maybe.
Mm.
But I am easily swayed by sprites of any kind.
Mm.
And there were at least 3 unique sprites in the game. That's why it gets 3 out of 10.
Dude, wait, I'm gonna read you the plot excerpt for this game from the Mummy Wiki, which is way better. Cassandra was taken by Menthu and his wizard Isis. Matthias adventuresses to retrieve the Sword of Osiris again, to this time take them out and save his wife. On the route, I guess, he reclaims many pieces of runes of Osiris and the hero's gauntlet to gather sword. Proceeding many numerous encounters, gaining the sword and pieces, he reaches Cassandra's tumult place and duels both Mentu and Isis defeat in the most high for them. Once safe, both Matthias and Cassandra are together again.
That's yeah.
It's quite
That
beautiful.
truly the hero's journey 101. I made a music video.
Yes, you did. Do you want to as a last part of this, do you want to divulge for me and the world why you did this?
Well, I actually made 2 things, but we should keep it to one thing.
Well, you
for
did
now.
this first.
Yeah,
so.
I did this first. I'm not sure why I did it. I think it was because I just wanted to, similarly to Evil Beware, I wanted to make something, and I didn't really make it with the like intention that this would be, you know, kind of a thing for the podcast or a thing for. As I think I wanted to make something that you would think extremely cringe, like like that you would have
certainly
a lot of issues with,
mm.
so to say. And the only like the process behind it was basically only, okay, I'm gonna make a music. Oh, no, now I know what it was. We watched the behind the scenes features with
Mm.
Marcus, and we watched the official music video for I Stand Alone.
Yes.
On the Blu-ray, and since, you know, it features, you know, Dwayne in it, like turning into shit or whatever it is he does.
I believe it was Scorpion, but
yeah, and that made it feel like wow, this is like, it would be so fun if you made like or I guess that kind of spawned the thought, like I should just make, you know, like an 2000-ish era anime music video, amv.org kind of music video for Scorpion King. I'm gonna make one that's really cringe, and I'm just gonna link it to you without explaining anything behind it. And that's basically what I did. And how it turned out the way it was that I googled artists with Kelly in the name, and one of the first things that popped up was Machine Gun Kelly, someone who I have no idea who it is, but I since learned is extremely famous. Uh, and and then I was like scrolling through his songs, and it's like this weird, like whatever kids these days music, and I was looking for like the most cringe song, and this song was by far the most cringe one, absolutely the most cringe one.
Hmm.
And then I just made the video and linked it to you, and it was good because you didn't say anything about
No.
the video, and like you didn't comment on it at all
No.
for like more than a few days, I think.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
when it's not like I radio silenced either. I just didn't
No,
acknowledge it.
we kept doing other things and like talked and laughed and so on, but it's like the video was like it was like someone slipping somebody like drugs under the table or whatever.
Hmm.
It's like yeah, I was moving on from like okay, the video never happened, like that sort of thing. But the video did happen. It does exist, and it will be uploaded. Uh, I don't recommend anybody watch it. It's like in that movie, what is it, Shaolin Soccer or whatever. The we trained them wrong as a joke. That's not Shaolin Soccer. What
No,
the fuck?
it's
That's
definitely not Shaolin
whatever.
Soccer.
Whichever movie that is from. It's intentionally bad. I kind of regret making it because, and I also kind of regret the fact that it will be uploaded because I really just made it. I accomplished what I wanted by making
Hmm.
just linking it to you and knowing that
Yeah,
you
but
watched it.
now that we have it on the channel, so
Mm,
obviously it's up now. If this episode is up,
yes,
you can safely bask in the feeling of it immortalizing you.
yes,
Your
uh,
work will forever be on the internet.
yes. That is something I already think a lot about every time we do this.
Yes.
Uh, well, I did make one other thing, but that I think will remain a secret for at least one other week.
Okay. I've
And
already forgotten what it is, but I'm sure you will remind me later, so
yes,
it'll be a
uh,
surprise for me as well.
that it will be.
Hmm.
So
Would you recommend?
no, be quiet. This time I want to ask you. I want to ask you if you would recommend anybody watch the Scorpion King and play the Sword of Osiris.
I didn't play the Sword of Osiris, so I feel like my no is probably my answer. It's yes, no.
Is that